Hi there, I'm Lori, Positive Thanks Living. Today I'm working with Cassie at Dust to Roses. She has a prompt list of things to journal about, use as a springboard. Junk Journal September. And to create the journal, I used what was left after I made this waterfall journal. You can look at that. I'll link at the end so you can see more of this one. I started with the Stemperia Music scrapbooking paper, and I had some left. And I thought, well, let's make a little journal. The pages, I think there's enough to do 30 days, one side of Junk Journal September, or Sept. And I did my own little list in this piece. So here we go. And the first day is beginnings. Obviously, that makes sense for right now. Beginnings. Yes. What am I beginning with? Well, I like to include scripture, and I like a hymn lyric. Now, this hymn, I don't know. It's unfamiliar to me. This is the last verse of the hymn. I'll link below to where you can hear it. Perhaps you have it in your hymnal if you are a person that sings hymns. But I thought it's got the word beginnings in it. And new, September often is a new time of year, a new start to things. More so in the northern part of the northern hemisphere, USA, Canada. Children go back to school then. It's funny how we're pre-programmed to that. In faith we'll gather round the table to taste and share what love can do. This is a day of new beginnings. Our God is making all things new. So my birthday was the end of September, and I usually look at my birthday as many people do for their January, starting a new year. Well, I'm starting my 60th year of life on this earth. I turned 59. I know, it's a funny way to look at it, but I find it inspiring. So, new beginnings, a new year for me. Let's start with I pulled out a bunch, I don't know if you can see this, of laces and scraps of fabric and things to decorate this journal, along with the little bits and pieces that are left over from making the waterfall journal. And I have this size of a piece. So we'll see what else we can find that will make this Junk Journal Sept with Cassie at Dust to Roses, her prompts. Make this journal significant for me for my 60th year. And something visually to enjoy. It's got the colors that I like, that tealy blue. And I'm going to go with the vibe of medieval or Renaissance or whatever this is actually supposed to be. And music. So the papers are discarded, falling out of books. And I just experimented a little bit with some stenciling. This stencil. I don't remember where I got the stencil, but I'll use it throughout. I can see echoes of that kind of pattern, the fleur-de-lis. Well, maybe this doesn't have fleur-de-lis, but it's close enough for my aesthetic. And it's morning, so you can see the sun is coming through the slats. Yeah, and in the middle I have a piece And I started with a 3-hole punch, and I did something completely new to me. I added 2 more holes. I'm not sure that I did this correctly, but it's more. And each paper, down one side, the middle, where it's sewn through, I added washi tape because this paper's from the 1930s, not quite 100 years old, and it is not crumbly like some of the encyclopedia paper that I have, but it's not new. So my plan is to just reinforce with washi wherever it seems to be weak as I work with it and as I do collaging and other mixed media. Okay, I'm going to switch to some music now and do my first day crafting. I wish you well. We'll meet you at the end and we can talk a little bit more then. Day 1 of Cassie at Dust to Roses, her junk journal sept. And the first one is beginnings. And to me, beginnings makes things new, and I have the word beginnings here. Some cheesecloth that I used Easter egg dye to color, and same Easter egg dye I used to color this piece of lace, yeah. And some collaging, a little bit of paper from a coffee filter, washi tape, hymn lyric, and then on the music paper. Okay, I think we are done this day. I wish you well. I invite you to subscribe if you are new here, and I look forward to doing more fun things together. Take care. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living.